So this is the music for Outpost Delta that I wrote with Mike Wigart Steele, and I'm not sure how much of it's going to be in the final game because I know we're still tweaking some elements, but for the most part, just wanted to show it off, and we got this really cool interactive system, and it's generative, so it's going to generate music everywhere, and each different synth elements go in places all separate. Just this evolving pad. As you get closer to power-ups and items and important things, this explore meter is gonna go up. And at the high end, you've collected the item, that goes away, or maybe you've walked away from it. The enemy, when you're close to an enemy, you might not be able to see them yet. They're going to hear this pulsing. As it gets closer, you're going to hear the sort of an LFO happen towards the ambience. And then, as you finally get to the enemy, once you engage in combat, so that is made up of 4 distinct pieces, and they're all playing kind of random sections. I would call it kind of chunk-based procedural almost, but the drums and the bass and the melody and the ostinato are 4 completely separate elements, and which one plays back is randomly determined. They can all play back with one another. And we did math, it comes out to, I think, 5 hours of potential music, but of course it's not going to actually sound like 5 hours of music. If you defeated enemies recently, drum beat that you had earlier, it's going to have a bit more punch. Hear that bite? Now, I'm not sure if that one's going to make it in the final game, but I thought it was a cool idea. You can hear that thumb still a little bit, but if you turn the enemies beaten recently, you don't hear it anymore. Kind of an adrenaline pump. Now we're back to the original. You're going to hear potentially boss music. So here's what the boss music sounds like. This was a blast to write. That's a really distorted guitar, a synth, and some drums. And again, it's semi-chunk-based procedural. This one has a little bit less options, but it's the drums, the guitar, and the synth are all separate, and they're all going to play back in different combinations each time. The synth is definitely more subtle, and the guitar is definitely a little more standout feel, and the drums mostly are going to sound the same. And I'm going to shut up for a second just so you can hear it. When you've beaten the boss, this is going to come in. That's going to be this big, echoey, folky thing. Slaying that. So you get that kind of almost a Mega Man effect. But let's show off, kind of what's in here. Let's talk about that boss music real quick. First off, I love these synths. They're just... This is all made with the Rolly synth. Got some really unique sounds on it. We used Diva, Omnisphere, and I think Reaper 1. boss guitar, I mean, we put this through so much effects, and it was mostly I was like tuning to the guitar, and it ended up having this, absolutely low, ridiculous note, and I'm like, hey, what could we do with that? And then we just kind of kept going with it, and then we have this. So here's the pulse music. You can kind of, I think it's actually embedded in here, so that's the health, and then pulse. There you go. You want to see what's going on here? Now even this is going to react to health. So the more it goes up, the more likely the kick isn't to hit sporadically. Almost gives it like a glitchy feel. And here's sort of what that enemy music's made of once you actually kick into the combat. And here's what it sounds like together. So, I mean, yeah, and we just gave the developers one giant music file so they didn't have to deal with all that, with all the parameters in one spot. Anyway, thanks for listening.